Today's presentation brought to you by the Student Outreach and Recruitment Department, the Office of Undergraduate Admissions and Outreach at San Jose State University. My name is Julio Ortega. I'm a transfer admissions counselor here at SJSU. Been working at the university for close to 5 years and helping students transfer to SJSU, but I'd really love to tell students about the university and then how to prepare successfully transfer. So again, I'm Julio Ortega. I'm a transfer admissions counselor here at SJSU. And today I want to tell you about the California State University and who we are, where we're located, what we offer, and how to be a Spartan. Right now, through the California State University system, we have an application, calstate.edu/apply, where you're eligible to apply to the nation's largest four-year public institution. You'll submit your application per campus is $70, so you're welcome to apply to as many campuses as you're interested. But what makes it convenient is this one application. You'll have access to apply to as many campuses throughout California. The sizes in the campuses vary. We have campuses as large as close to 40,000 students, and our campus over 32,000 students. But we also have some smaller campuses throughout the CSU with less than 10,000 students. We're throughout California. We're diverse economically, ethnically, academically, the most diverse student body in the nation. The education is focused on the high quality hands-on learning. It's student-centered. Today, you're going to learn about the Spartan support, different services that we have for students to be successful inside and outside the classroom. And on some level, you'll find support for each of our California State University. With that being said, we do prepare students for the current and future work demands. Nearly half of the state's bachelor's degrees are awarded through the CSU. Nearly 1/3 of students are the first in their family to attend college. 1 in 10 of employees in California are graduates from the CSU, and we have over 3.8 million alumni. Not only will you get experience as a student, but an opportunity to earn a degree to get a good paying job after you graduate. In terms of our SJSU rankings, SJSU recently ranked at number 7 among top public colleges and universities in the West by the U.S. World News Report this current year, 2020. SJSU ranked the most transformative college in the nation by Monday Magazine, and the return on your investment, how much it costs to attend and take classes at SJSU compared to how much money you earn. And recently, we were named one of the nation's best value colleges because it's considered fairly affordable. We'll talk about the tuition and fees later today, but the ranking that I'm really excited about is SJSU being named one of the most innovative schools among colleges in the West for the technology, campus life, facilities, and specifically, one of my favorite is the professors, the faculty are professionals in the industry, have experience. At San Jose State University, you'll have a combination of learning from professionals, learning the best of theory and practice. SJSU has created what's called the health advisories, learn the most up-to-date COVID-19 response in terms of how we're keeping safe, how we're following the guidelines of the county, where you can learn about the ADAPT plan and the stages where we plan to open our campus back. You can learn about the Spartan Community Promise, how we're keeping safe, how students can keep safe during this time, and also how we're helping students during this critical time of need. You can go to sjsu.edu/health advisories and check out the frequently asked questions. And you can also learn about that Spartan Community Promise as well. SJSU is considered a larger campus with over 33,000 students enrolled, with your average class sizes after transferring being a little bit smaller with 28 students per professor. And as I mentioned, professors are accessible at SJSU. They actually have office hours where you can visit them. They're accessible, professionals, and they're definitely connected and experienced in the industry, particularly interested in. During the 2018-2019 school year, we did graduate over 6,700 students on the bachelor side and over 2,000 800 graduated with their master's degree. So definitely student life is a big part on campus. Getting connected on campus is very important no matter where you go to school. Studies have shown that the more that when you get connected, you're more likely to graduate and graduate on time. Some of the learning will come from your professors in the classroom, but a lot of the learning will come from exposing yourself to those different clubs and organizations. So we have over 450 different clubs, organizations, cultural, religious, academic. We have sports clubs at SJSU. Outside of the NCAA Division One that I'll talk about, this is one way to stay active, meet students, and have fun. SJSU is a highly active campus, so we definitely support students who are active, their community, and we definitely offer a platform for students to have a voice. With that being said, another part that's important of San Jose State University is the rich history in Division One NCAA athletics in the Mountain West Conference, collegiate sports clubs for men, 13 intercollegiate sports clubs for women, and Olympian champions, Olympians, and free tickets for students to any of the sporting events through the Spartan Athletics website. If you are interested in learning about their schedules and the different sporting opportunities, you can visit sjsuspartans.com. Show you how competitive these games are. Student athletes are literally competing at the highest level in college sports. So the games are hype, the games are exciting. I'll let you take a look at them just so that you know what I mean.
There's a shot and the goal. San Jose State leads 2-0. Near the net, the header. And there's a shot, the goal. San Jose State is up 1-0. By Nelson to keep it up. Schwartz. Moa. It's long. San Jose State wins again. Foul ball. Face hit up the middle. Machado scores. And that's your ball game.
Highly competitive, and again, just to show you just some of the history and some of the important aspects of San Jose State University. Obviously, our academics are important. With that being said, I do want to talk about the Spartan support inside and outside the classroom. We do have different support services. The way that I've broken them down, or we like to break them down, is you have your academic support that helps you with academic advising, education center, or maybe you need support from the writing center, or maybe you want to learn more about the different majors in your college through the Student Success Center. So SJSU professional support comes to the Career Center. They help you prepare you for job interviews through resume workshops, through informal interviewing process, or maybe you just need assistance in a suit. What we have a closet, a Spartan closet, where you can borrow, the things that you need to be ready for job interviews, and the practice that you need to prepare for those. Okay. Student Health Center. So if you're ever not feeling well, maybe need the services that we're providing during this critical times. The New Student Family Programs is our orientation team at SJSU. So they help welcome you to our campus so that it's like an easy transition for you. The reality is we have a lot of renovations. We do have some older buildings, but most of them have either been renovated or recently constructed. So our Dr. Martin Luther King Library is the largest library west of the Mississippi River, where you have access to not only literature, but technology and space, comfortable space to get homework done. We have quiet spaces to work on projects, maybe with your classmates, or maybe you want to practice for an interview there. They have quiet rooms as well. And really just space to allow students to have an opportunity to do their homework in a comfortable place. So students have access to that library 24 hours a day. And during this time, you might want to check their hours because they might have adjusted hours for COVID, but definitely they're still providing services for students if you need it. Okay. The DS Compian Student Union, it's a central location on campus because there's food. We have our identity-based success centers here. It's a comfortable spot to have lunch, or Associated Students is also found here. Our Spartan bookstore, where you can pick up swag or Spartan apparel, you'll pick it up here. The Provident Credit Union Event Center hosts our basketball games for men and women, concerts with artists, most recently like E40 artists, and other events. Our open house was a reception was held here, and athletics, or the Spartan football stadium, Cefu Stadium, is located 1 mile south of the campus, but you can get a free shuttle if you go park on campus and need a ride to it, to the games. Spartan Recreation Aquatic Center is definitely another newer building on campus, one of our newest buildings. So this is a picture of the open house, but it's a premier place because they have everything from indoor rock climbing, workout equipment, indoor track, basketball courts, indoor soccer courts, fields, and a swimming pool. They have a leisure swimming pool. They have Olympic-sized swimming pool. Why would you not want to come to the Spartan Recreation Center? They offer classes too, and it's part of your tuition will cover some of that. Will cover the fees for your pass to the Spartan Recreation Center. Right across from the rec center, you'll see the Student Wellness Center. So it's like the place where maybe if you need access to a pharmacy, we have a pharmacy here. They also offer well-being classes and more quiet space and access to the professional counseling team. We do have newer buildings coming or some projects that we're working on under construction, the interdisciplinary science buildings to offer more research opportunities for students. It's definitely an investment that the campus is making for students to be able to grow, be able to expand on their opportunities. So it's looking to be built between 2022 and 2023. So our interdisciplinary sciences is continuing to grow, and research opportunities for students is going to continue to grow. So the Spartan Recreation Center, like I said, it's one of the premier newer spots on campus. I, like, for several reasons that I mentioned, love it. I'll let you. I just find it very peaceful, calming, and so like warm, welcoming. I think you'll find it similar to that. You'll find something that you like there. The staff are really friendly as well. The campus housing has a designated area, suite style, apartment style living for transfer students. If you're interested, there's an application fee for their application. Apply early if you are interested. If you want to check out their different housing options, you can go to sjacu.edu/housing. There's also an international house that doesn't have an application fee, that has about 28 spaces for students to live. It's a part of our campus students, but there's events throughout the semester, different events with different themes, different foods from all over the world, and just a fun overall environment. The deadline to apply is May 1st, but the priority deadline is actually April 1st. So if you're considering living on campus, apply by April 1st, and the same website, the housing website will have that application, okay? So you know about the city of San Jose. If you didn't know, San Jose State is located in downtown San Jose. Literally, walk right across the street, and you're in downtown or in City Hall, and and you can navigate the campus very easily. So part of your tuition covers what's called the Clipper card, and just gives you access to transportation throughout the Bay Area, and it's part of your tuition, but it makes traveling affordable throughout the bay. And if you are curious in terms of learning what types of internship opportunities or what types of jobs or where the students will go after they graduate, and there's certainly a list of top hiring employers, but SJSU is the top supplier of education, engineering, computer science, and business graduates to the Silicon Valley, which is considered the world's high tech capital. Being so close to so many companies, we have a career center with career counselors that are ready to help you make that transition from SJSU to your career. The different majors that you can apply for at our campus, obviously, we want you to attend SJSU because we have pretty much everything that you'll be looking for from a campus, and 134 bachelor's degrees with over 110 different concentrations and master's sites. So whether you're looking for a bachelor's program, maybe you want to go to grad school at SJSU too, we'll have something for you. And our majors are, range from advertising, Chicana and Chicano studies, to nursing, television, radio, film, and theater. So there's literally everything, pretty much everything that you want to study at our campus. Some major recognition. These aren't all the recognition that we receive, but these are just some of our favorite ones. For the College of Business, ranking sixth in the nation. Aviation program is the only one in the CSU, consistently ranking high in the nation, the entire country. So the School of Journalism ranked eighth best college for journalism in California. The animation program consistently is one of our most not only popular majors, but one of our most connected majors in terms of their alumni. The engineering programs at San Jose State University consistently rank high in the nation, currently at 30th best college for engineering. Whether you're applying to us or another CSU, you'll have to go to calstate.edu/apply. If you wanted to explore with more than 4,100 degrees, you can do that. There's 23 campuses that you can go there. If this looks familiar, you're at the right place. So you'll search the campus. And if you want to talk to them directly, you can contact them there. You'll find out if they have an open house and whatnot, okay? The most up-to-date information on the COVID-19 updates for the California State University can be found here, specifically at SJSU. I'll be able to show you how you can learn the SJSU updates. But without further ado, I do want to touch on the transfer admission requirements, a very critical aspect of this presentation. So the transfer admission requirements are as follows. By the end of spring 2021, you do need to have 60 semester units or 90 quarter units if you're applying for fall 2021. There are specific classes that you need to have a C- or better. And at San Jose State University, you must earn a qualifying GPA. For the California State University, it's a 2.0, but for SJSU in particular, you definitely need to qualify the GPA for your particular major, and I'll show you what I mean right now. Some majors require you to complete supplemental courses, okay? A combination of a GPA and supplemental courses. Some majors will only require you to have a qualifying GPA. The website that I'm going to show you will tell you if your major requires a competitive GPA or a combination, okay? Regardless, you'll have to submit your supplemental application to SJSU in January. Every transfer student who's applying to SJSU, whether it's a competitive program, it's an impacted program, not impacted, everyone has to complete a SJSU supplemental application that is sent to you in January. I'm going to break down the requirements, okay? Within the junior status, within those 60 semester units, you do need to have the 4 basic skills with a C- or better. These are your GEs, A1, A2, A3, and B4. You need a C- or better. Academic standing. To earn the qualifying GPA and supplemental coursework, you'll go to sjsu.edu/admissions/impaction. So you can see the previous year's minimum GPA and the courses that were required, okay, for that specific major. And then you'll apply, you'll submit your calstate.edu/apply by December 4th. And then you'll again check your email to complete your supplemental application in January. We have updates and deadlines posted on your account. So it's very important that you check your email about 10 days after you submit your application. Now you might be wondering what is impaction is when a campus receives a higher number of applications from eligible students, but doesn't have enough space to offer admission to all those eligible students. This is where the supplemental courses come into play. Some majors require specific coursework to be completed prior to transferring. If you went to that website, you would see that after you click transfer, see the results for transfers, you'll click and you'll see the table and you'll see the majors on the left-hand side and the impaction criteria for the major on the right-hand side. Some impaction criteria was just meet a competitive GPA. Some majors require you to see below. Click on see below, okay? Impaction does not mean impossible. And let me tell you what I mean by that. So when majors were required to use a combination of GPA and supplemental coursework, there's one example for the business administration programs. For all concentrations at SJSU, students who applied for fall 2021 were admitted above a 2.0 if they completed 3 course requirements. Students who did not complete any course requirements, they needed to have a 2.5 GPA. So if you completed those courses and you had above a 2.0, you were admitted. You did not complete those courses and had a 2.5 or above, you were still admitted. What were those courses? Well, for this particular major in this example, you'll see that all the degrees in business administration, 3 classes was macroeconomics, microeconomics, and business statistics. You see the little or symbol here, okay? Or the AST degree. So either or. If you're completing an education plan at your current college, that's the highest degree that you can complete at your college. Now you just double check that it matches at SJSU. In this case, it does match for the business administration concentrations for admission. Okay. This does not mean that every concentration is a matching program. It just means that we admit those students with the AST program, and we give preference for admission. With that being said, if you're completing the ADT program, also known as the Associate Degree for Transfer, Associate of Arts for Transfer, Associate of Science for Transfer, you can earn a benefit by making sure that it matches and it's recognized by SJSU with a GPA bump. You can also get guaranteed admission to another CSU if you don't meet the GPA threshold for SJSU. There are campuses that are not impacted and that you could still potentially be admitted to if you don't meet the GPA or the impaction criteria for SJSU when you complete that plan. If there's a matching program at SJSU or wherever it's at, you can graduate within 60 semester units. Okay, so that's also a benefit. You get guaranteed to finish within 60 semester units after transferring. It's not required for admission. A degree is not required for admission to SJSU, but you do have to meet the prior admission requirements. If you're interested in this ADT program, your counselors will know about it at your community college, so let them know. Your to-do list is to talk with your counselor just to make sure that you're on track to meet the transfer requirements that we touched on. If you do have to retake anything or maybe actually add something to your plan, enter it on the application as planned or in progress. Make sure that you take it by the end of spring because you cannot use the summer of 21 for fall 2021 admission. The application is $70, so you want to budget and plan. Also, your transcripts will cost you some money. In addition to that, if you are admitted to SJSU, you have to submit what's called an enrollment deposit. Classes will start in August, but the first payment for tuition is due on like the last week of July. Or didn't plan, apply for financial aid. Okay, the applications are open now. Submit it, share your information request your information to be sent to San Jose State. If you are interested in the California Dream Act, you can apply now too. And then obviously just make sure that you're completing the requirements of earn a C- or better for those 4 basic skills. If you're completing supplemental courses, you'll need a C or better in those supplemental classes, but look at the impaction criteria to make sure that to see where you are compared to the major that you're applying for. Everybody complete the January supplemental application to SJSU, and you can check your SJSU and your deadlines on that My SJSU website. Okay. Transfer application deadline. Your application is due now or is due by December 4th, but it's been open since October 1st. calstate.edu/apply. In January, you're going to check your email to complete the SJSU supplemental app. Complete it by the deadline. By late February or early March, you'll learn about your admission. By March, we will ask for partial transcripts. In May, we also need you to say yes back to SJSU and submit your intent to enroll, which you have to pay the intent to enroll fee. Part of that fee will cover your Spartan experience for transfers, which is your transition to San Jose State University. By July 15th, you'll have to submit final transcripts. My name is Julio Cesar Ortega. I'm an admissions counselor and recruiter here at San Jose State, but you can stay connected with us by visiting our virtual front desk if you need immediate assistance at Future Spartans. If you're on Instagram, And if you want to learn more on the student perspective, you can learn about the Spartan Scoop, which is an SJSU podcast on YouTube. Okay, those are different ways that you can stay connected. That's my contact information if you needed to contact me. And thank you for taking time to come to our presentation today. If you have any questions, I'm available. You can either unmute yourself or enter the question on the chat feature. Earlier today, sorry, I'll keep this up. Yeah, that one's pretty good. Earlier today, I did have some conversation with some students, so I am gonna share the steps to admission. Oh, sorry, page 11.